While it's possible to take a project that you've used color mode for in the beta of Premiere and open it in the shipping version of Premiere, it's not recommended. Not because it won't work, but because for obvious reasons you're not going to be able to access any of the new features in the older version. In addition to that, the group relationships and the sequence grade are not going to be available in the older version of Premiere. And overall, it's just not a good idea to be moving projects back and forth freely, given the magnitude of the changes in this particular beta of Premiere. This is a huge set of features. It's a huge set of differences. Additionally, our advice remains consistently that you do not want to do client work in the beta. This is very much a work in progress. There will be changes that are introduced over the course of the public beta to make improvements and respond to user feedback. And you never know when something critical is going to potentially change. We don't want you to find yourselves inconvenienced by that. So while we would very much recommend that you bring in duplicates of projects with timelines that you'd like to work with, we really do recommend that you don't rely on this public beta for mission-critical client work. That said, if there are other beta features you want to access and use, and you do want to bring those projects back into the shipping version, it's recommended that you avoid using the color features. Again, they won't be accessible in the shipping version, so there's really no point to that particular workflow. In a pinch, if you've done something in the beta and you realize you want to bring some of those edits back into the shipping version of Premiere, here's what that experience is going to look like. In the following project, we have a sequence operation. We have group operations for each of the groups within this project, and there are some clip operations as well. Making sure we save this project like any other project, let's see what happens when you open this up in the shipping version of Premiere. Here I am in Premiere version 26, and I'm going to open my project. I'm going to go into my beta projects folder, and here is that beta project. The first thing I'm going to see is there are some missing video filters corresponding to the color effect and the sequence color effect. This is to be expected. These are features that are entirely encompassed within the new version of Premiere. I'm going to click OK, and now here I am with the entire project imported. The edit is available, everything works, but you will notice if I go into the effect controls, select any of these clips, you'll see that there's an offline filter corresponding to the color effect. At this point, the safest thing to do is to not save, go ahead and quit, and reopen this project back in the beta version where you can continue working using these beta features.